Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about the NVC processing times. Thank you all my subscribers, and for all those who've been waiting for me to come back, I am here. And if you have your questions, do not forget to use the subscription button and the comment section. You can ask a question and we can be able to find answers. And if not, we can make a video for a Q&A where you put in your questions and then we find answers for them. In this video, we're going to be talking about the NVC processing times, like I mentioned, and the NVC processing times actually gives us information on how the NVC process cases. So the cases depends on the priority dates. I made a video yesterday talking about priority dates for cases when they'll be processed and everything. The recent NVC processing times was for August 25th, 2025. So as of August 25th, so we're going to be talking about case creation time. We're going to be talking about public inquiry response time, and we're going to be talking about a 1-year contract. What is case creation? So after the national visas, after the USCIS receives a petition, they process it, and when it's approved, it's been sent to the National Visa Center. The responsibility of the National Visa Center is to go through your file and see if you've submitted the required documentations that are needed for your case to be processed. And after they've done this, they will be able to determine if you have the required documentations for your case to become documentarily qualified. Now, when the National Visa Center receives your case, they do create a case for you, and the creation of that case makes available your invoice number and your case number. The case number usually starts with the first 3 letters of your state of chargeability. And with these two numbers, you're able to log into the SIAC website. The SIAC website where you can follow up the processing of your case at the National Visa Center. So as it reads right here, they say once the USCIS sends your I-797 approval notice, they will send your approved petition to the National Visa Center for processing. At the National Visa Center, they will create a visa case and enter the data from your petition into the system. After creating your case, we will send instructions for processing as well as welcome letter that includes your case number and invoice number. You would use these numbers to log into the Consular Electronic Application Center SIAC, where you can be able to follow up your case. Current case review time. Now, they've created a case, they need to review the case. So there's equally a processing time for that. So as of the 25th of August, they are reviewing documents that were submitted to them on August 13th. So remember, the time you submit these documents to the National Visa Center, that's after your case has been created, you receive and everything. The time you submit these documents helps in determining how fast your case will be processed. Before the National Visa Center reviews your case, you must pay all fees and submit all required documents such as petitioner's affidavit of support, supporting financial documents, applicant's DS-260, and applicant's civil documents. I mentioned this in a video I was talking about the required documentations for visa interview. So these same documents are what you're going to be taking for your interview. So affidavit of support from the petitioner, it's a form you fill, the I-864 form most of the times. You financial documents, that's the tax documents, W2, 1099s and pay stubs, applicant's DS-260. The DS-260 confirmation that you'll be filling out online, there is a confirmation page that's given to you. The applicant's civil documents, the certificate of birth, the non-conviction, which I said some countries call it police report. Now, these documents are supposed to be submitted to the National Visa Center for processing. So as the National Visa process your case, you can be asking them questions. That's how you use the current public inquiry form response time. This form is used to reach out to the national officers and be like, hey, well, I submitted my document and there is this problem and that. So you just use this form to follow up with them to see what's going on. If you have a complication or maybe something happens, or you're trying to find out why your case is taking too long, you use the current public inquiry response form. All you need to do is just to say ask NVC. You go to Google or any web browser, you type ask NVC. You're going to be needing your case number, your invoice number, petitioner's number, date of birth, and the date of birth and the petitioner's date of birth as well. I think those are the required those are the required information you need to submit the Ask NVC form, and then they will be responding to your email. So right now, the National Visa Center is responding to mails that they received on August 18. Now, if you've done all this with the National Visa Center and they've been processed your case and sent it over to you, and you don't want to take action, they give you a time to do your thing. Now, there's a 1 year contract requirement. So after 1 year, if the National Visa Center had previously reached out to you for processing and you are not responding, they give you 1 year to process it. They probably give you a warning, and then 2 years they close, the case will be closed. And when the case is closed, you're probably going to be needing an attorney for it to be reopened, and you might not have a chance to have that reopened. So that's basically how the time frame for the National Visa Center works. It starts with case creation, it goes to case review, and then after review, if it's not done, if you feel like it's not going on time, you can use the public inquiry form to reach out to the National Visa Center. And then, of course, remember, if the National Visa Center had previously processed your case and everything, and you're not following up with them, they're going to be canceling and closing your case. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have a complication, if you feel like there is something you didn't understand, use the comment section and we can be able to talk more about it. And I'll be seeing you in my next video. God bless you all, and bye.